ReefDudes is sponsored by Ecotech Marine and Bulk Reef Supply. Today we're checking out the all-new super silent extreme calcium reactor from Geos Reef. What's going on, guys? Devin from ReefDudes, and today we are checking out the super silent extreme calcium reactor. If you watched my video on Friday, we just saw my little sneak preview of checking it out while at Reef Blues Orlando. Now I have one for myself. You know me, they have me at super silent. So we're gonna check it out, find out if it's really super silent, and run it through the paces. Got our plumbing parts. We got our super cute little DC pump. We have our upflow or downflow kind of combo algae reactor, which we'll get to on a future video. Today we're going to focus on the calcium reactor. Got our mixing tube with all the different bile balls and stuff to break it up. And of course the main calcium reactor chamber. Now this one is the 618 SSE, so it's 6 inches wide, 18 inches tall. And this will be the second add-on chamber for it. Very easy assembly, mostly done for us. So we'll lock it in there. Looks like we got these other two thumb screws that looks like they pop in here. Ah, another nice touch. All of the top of the inlets are labeled. Most of the time they aren't, and I actually see people get confused on that one quite a bit, so that is a nice touch. For assembly, pretty darn easy. It's for the most part self-explanatory. This goes into the union and screws on. Same thing on the bottom. Looks like the inlet of the pump's going to suck from this chamber, so our CO2, everything comes downwards. The bottom of this little DC pump is nice and rubbery, so that should keep it really quiet. And the pump on this is a 12 volt, 540 liters per hour DC pump. It's only 3 watts too, wow. Very low power consumption. And last but not least, we have this guy. Looks like it goes in like so. So we'll slide that in, get that lined up, and screw on the top. We do have the 1/2 inch valve, and this is just for draining your reactor. And it does pre-installed Teflon tape. And this is primarily for if you're cleaning or you want to change your reactor. Makes it really easy to drain it out right from the bottom. There we go, so that is installed. So that was a very, very quick setup. Now I still do need to pick up a pH probe to fully install this onto the office tank. It does have the pH probe slot built in, which is excellent to see. And I am going to pick up another Versa to use to feed it. But today, I definitely wanted to test it out, and you know, I want to see for myself, how silent is this, and is it actually super silent? When I put my ear up to it at the show, I could barely hear a thing. I didn't think I could hear it over the ambient noise, so at home it's a little quieter, and this will be a better test for it. Now I, of course, am going to use the two little fishies reborn. I ordered 2 bags, and I got 2 different sizes. Looks like I got the chunkier and the smaller one, so I'm going to put the biggest one on the bottom, and we'll do the smaller stuff on top. And I'm going to start just by filling up with the RODI water. This will of course be tank water once we plumb it into the system. Also want to add some magnesium rocks, just so we're dosing magnesium as well with the calcium reactor. I'm going to put some magnesium rocks on top. I am just going to plug these 2 ports off for now, keep it from sucking air. And we of course have one more top on the tank, and this is where you're going to force your tank water into. Now the moment of truth. That is pretty darn quiet. I do hear a little bit of water, a little air noise right now. It's probably the air bubbles in it, so let's give it a few minutes to work itself out of the system. Now that it's been running all day, you can definitely see the water has all cleared up. Now if we look inside, so when the CO2 is injected, it comes down this clear tube, and there's a little hole in the side it comes out. And as the water flow is pushing down, the CO2 goes right into that water flow. And if you look down below, there's no holes there that only come down the side, so there's no possible way of any air or CO2 getting into this pump and causing cavitation, which keeps it super duper quiet. Now if I put my ear next to it, you can barely hear it. Like there's a teeniest little trickle sound, and from a few feet away there's no way you're ever going to hear this. Now with this, I mean, the Versa has been running on it, it flushed out all the air, and it's definitely made a big difference. So I am pretty stoked for this. Even down to this little DC pump, you know, it has a nice rubber grommet and feet on it. Again, keeps everything super duper quiet. So it does look like it's living up to the name of the Super Silent Extreme. And yeah, pretty stoked for this guy. I'll definitely be testing it over the next little while, and once it's been running on the tank for a few months, I'll give you guys an update, but pretty darn stoked for the new Super Silent Extreme Calcium Reactor from Geos Reef. Now, as always, guys, if you enjoyed this, that like button if you're new, make sure you subscribe. If you've got any questions, let me know in the comments below. Catch you guys on the next video.